Coming up next, the Raptors taking on the Magic. For the Toronto Raptors, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They'll look to tip that balance with a win here. Magic, Raptors, coming up next on 2K Sports. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Jalen Suggs.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Ingram, the 3, with Barnes, the 4. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. And it's Murray Boyles in at the 5. And for Orlando, Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt. And it's Wagner in at the 3. All right, Coach, what's your favorite thing about this point of the season?
Well, probably the games between top teams. You get a preview of what those playoff matchups might look like, and it's certainly a big draw for the fans.
Now here's Barrett. Over Bane. That one's wide left. And here's Suggs. Down low. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Quickly from outside, and it's Bane with the rebound. Carter, the pass to Suggs. Orlando moving the ball around. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, Coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, "We'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute." Back to you, Brian.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And Orlando has possession. The Raptors making their last shot. Here's Wagner. Rebounded by Ingram.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
And while they've continued to progress into an elite defense, the Magic knew they had to improve offensively.
And balancing a roster is tricky, B.A. You don't want to lose that defensive identity, but you got to give up something to get something back.
Now here's Bane, coming off a solid outing against Toronto. Buries it from 3.
Yeah, Bane is dangerous from three-point land. The defense has to chase him off that line.
Pass to Barrett. Quickly outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Carter. 23 points his last outing. And the basket is good.
Well, making those are big for Carter Jr. They keep the defense honest.
Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Banchero outside. Bane against Barrett. Now here's Wagner. Big-time contributor on offense. Just over 22 points a game. Good on the shot.
Yeah, Wagner uses his size to muscle through that smothering interior defense.
Here's Murray Boyles, trailing by 4. And here's Ingram from the arc. The rebound by Carter. Barrett against Bane. And Carroll passes to Suggs. Inside. And Carter gets it to go on the assist from Suggs. Carter's gotten his second bucket of the game.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Outside Barnes, fires the 3. They get it back. Ingram. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, Ingram usually has a size advantage, and they're chipping in on the offensive glass.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Orlando making some changes. De Silva's checked in for Bane, and Black subbed in for Suggs. Orlando leading by 4. Pass to Carter. Here's De Silva. Here's Black. Banchero outside. 6 to shoot. Wagner outside. From deep. Rebound Toronto. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Here's Shed. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Pass to Ingram. From down in the low post, it goes. 6 points from Brandon Ingram.
Well, the defense was right on him there, but Ingram is just too good that close to the rim.
Here's De Silva. Black, right side. Banchero outside. From behind the arc. De Silva, no good. Toronto has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. The offensive rebound. The 3 from Barnes. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Back to Wagner. Shoots over Walter. Connects on the 17-footer.
Well, he's a 3-level scorer. That's what Wagner can do.
Outside Ingram. Uses the glass on the layup. Ingram's got 8.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Wagner, right side. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And
the previous play is under review.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it off.
That was a great idea to give it a second glance. The replay system is available, so you've got to utilize it.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Orlando ahead. They lead by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Magic guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
They've got Anthony Black. He's out there with Desmond Bane, and it's De Silva in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. And the basket by Bane.
Just look at the body of Bane. He's so strong, and that helps him down low.
In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, "It's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe." Back over to you.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie.
Nice idea by Grady Dick. I mean, put the ball on the floor, and I think that'll open things up for him.
Pass to De Silva. Quickly with a rebound. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. That game starts a nice 5-game homestand for them. The Magic have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Here's Black, and that one is hammered home.
Wow, what a strong finish by Black. Sticking with it through the contact.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Banchero's checked in for Orlando. Jalen Suggs comes in for De Silva. Scotty Barnes is checked in for Toronto. Ingram comes in for Dick. I've wondered, of all the things you can teach players, can you teach great passing?
I really don't think you can, B.A. You can teach solid, fundamental passing. You can teach guys to make fewer mistakes by better use of fundamentals. But the great passers have great vision, and I just don't think that's something you can teach. I think that's something that guys gain over their time and experience playing the game of basketball.
Now here's Bane. He's got 5. The 3. Rebounded by Ingram.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Outside Barnes. Barnes from point-blank range.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
To the paint. It's stolen by Barnes. To the middle. And the ball out of play. The Magic will have it. And here's a look at what's coming up for Orlando. On Sunday, they'll take on Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And looking at the Utah matchup, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. And Batase gets it to go.
The purpose of the pick and roll is to create a shot for someone. Suggs recognized that this time that someone wasn't him.
It's tipped. Now here's Black, guarded closely.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Raptors trail by 5. Outside Ingram. Back to Quickly. Toronto passing it around. Outside Barrett. Rebound by the Magic.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And Banchero gets it to go.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Ingram against Bane. And yep, it's good. Ingram's got 10 points in the game.
Well, fighting through it there. Ingram can get aggressive when he needs it inside.
Black passes to Banchero. Black outside. Now here's Bane. The 3 from Suggs. Fires in the triple. Suggs has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I just love the ball.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Orlando making some changes. Carter comes in for Batase, and Franz Wagner's subbed in for Black. The Raptors also with a sub. Shed, he's checked in for Quickly. Here's Ingram. He's got 10. Pass to Shed. Outside Barrett for 3. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists now in this one. And since arriving in Toronto, his hometown, R.J. Barrett has seen his game take a step forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And in particular, his playmaking has gone to another level. If he could ever get his shot right, then he really will be off and running.
Here's Ingram. The Magic making their last shot. That one falls. Ingram's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, huge game from Ingram. He does this so often. Maybe one of the most overlooked stars in the league.
Pass to Wagner. Banchero outside. And here's Suggs. Clock at 6. From deep, Bane. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Yes, it's good. Murray Boyles has got his second basket of the game.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Bane. Pass to Suggs. Now Bane. Here's Wagner. Yeah, that one's good. Wagner's got 6.
Well, you have to deny the entry to Wagner. He's just automatic around the rim.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Barnes. Here's the 3. And that's not going to go. And we finished off one half of play. Orlando ahead, leading by 8. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the final half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. Pretty interesting how this is all coming together, don't you guys think?
Not interesting. It's exactly how I predicted it would look.
Oh, sure. Like you could have predicted the standings would look just like this. Whatever floats your boat, big guy.
Kenny, you leave my boat out of this. I'll make you walk the plank.
All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the Raptors.
Well, they obviously love the three-point shot, but tonight it does not love them back.
You know what, Kenny? When you love something and it doesn't love you back, time to move on.
Hold on, let me write that down. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Boy, this has been one outstanding game from Brandon Ingram.
He was their offensive catalyst in the first half, working hard to get the whole team involved.
Well, when you have a guy that spreads it around like that, it confuses the defense. Who do you guard?
Here's Suggs. So for Toronto right now, the perimeter filled up by Barrett and Ingram. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Scotty Barnes. And it's Murray Boyles in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Suggs. Banchero outside. The 3 is rebounded by Barrett. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 8. And here's Ingram from the arc. Rebound by the Magic. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Here's Banchero. Paolo, strong.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Pass to Barnes. About a minute played here in the second half. Here's Barrett, and he drives in. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Barrett's got 5 points.
Yeah, I think Barrett is at his best as a slasher, going downhill.
Suggs with it. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Down low. Here's Carter. No good with a layup. Raptors trail by 8. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, he wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is. BA, back to you.
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report. The Raptors have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside Ingram. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He's got 14.
Well, when Ingram gets it going like this, he's a very hard man to defend.
Here's Bane. It's on target from the high post.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
To the middle. Here's Murray Boyles. Here's Barnes. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Wendell Carter. Toronto shooting their first free throw this game.
At the line for the Raptors, Scotty Barnes. Shooting.
That free throw good from Barnes.
Yeah, this guy is so key for this team. Barnes with so many valuable minutes night in and night out.
Pass to Suggs. Wagner on the wing. Over Ingram. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Wagner's got 8.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Now Ingram. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Bane. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Well, he's a bona fide 20-point-per-game scorer. Desmond Bane's been terrific tonight. I'd keep going to him.
Now here's Barrett. He has 7. The teardrop. The rebound by Carter.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Well, Stan, if you had the opportunity to coach Paolo Banchero, what would your message to him be?
Well, look, B.A., he doesn't need my notes, but I'd just urge him to refine his jump shot. He has incredible size and skill.
Orlando making a switch here. Black's checked in. The free throw drops for Banchero. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Back to Black. 1:57 left to play in the third quarter here. Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Orlando?
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Toronto making a switch here. .143 left in the third. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Brandon Ingram at the line for 1.
That free throw, good from Ingram.
Yeah, for Ingram, it's just all about staying healthy because when he is, he's a huge piece for this team.
Banchero, left side. Left side, Carter. And And it's Orlando with another.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
The shot by Ingram, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Orlando moving the ball around. From deep, Bane. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. Bane's got 15.
Shooting off the catch is the core of Bane's game, but he can do so much more.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Yep, that one's good. Mamukelashvili's got his first bucket in this one.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Back to Black. To the paint. Here's Carter. Black outside. From deep, Banchero. The rebound by Shed.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Into the lane. The three from Barnes. Barnes drills the triple.
This team relies on Barnes to drill threes, just stretching out the floor.
Up top, Black. He's got 5. Pass to Carter. Here's Bane. Oh, deflected. Now Wagner. Back to Bane. From outside the arc. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. Orlando ahead, up 9. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Anthony Black out there with Suggs. Then there's Banchero. Then it's Goga Batase. And it's De Silva in at the 3, a small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Dick with a miss.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Pass to De Silva. Banchero the screen. He tries it from the top of the key. Oh, amazing sequence. Banchero.
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Banchero takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass.
Outside Dick, no one near him. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And that one good. And the Magic lead by 11.
Banchero is a willing passer, a trait you love to see in a young star.
Abaji, the pass to Quickly, takes it inside. Mamukelashvili, blocked! And so the ball out of bounds. Batase tucks it last. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Toronto making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie, thanks. Now here's Quickly. From the wing, it's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now. And a foul called on Anthony Black. That's his first foul.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Batase. The Raptors also with a sub. Barnes is checked in. Raptors trail by 11. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Well, that's only his first turnover of the game, but you know he'd like to have that one back.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's De Silva, covered by Ingram. Black passes to Suggs. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Carter. The Magic need to put one up here. Suggs, no good. The Raptors have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. And again, Toronto, no good. Here's Banchero. Paolo sinks the tricky floater.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Outside Ingram. Inside. Here's Mamukelashvili. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got his 4th assist in this one. Magic leading by 11. Black outside. Pass to De Silva. Now here's Suggs. Here's Black. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Magic lead by 14.
Yeah, the combination of shooting and size, it's what made Black a top 10 pick.
Up again. The putback. How about the activity?
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Desmond Bane comes in for Black. Magic leading by 12. Bane outside. Carter, a screen on Barrett. Bane! The triple drop!
Well, when Bane gets going, he can be a problem for defenses. He'll become a real force on the offensive end.
Now here's Barnes. Outside Ingram. Count it!
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Knocks down the trifecta.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Ingram. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
Well, we know Brandon has a smooth jumper, but man, he can really score down low.
And it's Bane with the ball for the Magic. Wagner outside. Oh, he leaves no question.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Magic.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
And with this victory, they have an edge in the season series at 2-1, with one more game to follow against this team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Paolo Banchero.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
Now here's Bane. And Banchero with the bucket. And the assist by Bane. And the Magic lead by 19. And here are the Raptors now. Outside Barnes. The 3 from Quickly. It's hauled in by the Magic. Outside Bane. Wagner outside. Carter, a screen on Ingram. And he's going for the oop here. And it's slammed in by Carter.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Outside Barrett. To the paint.
R.J. Barrett. The assist, Emmanuel Quickly.
And here's Suggs. Here's Banchero. No good. So it's the Magic winning this one easily. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.